Welcome to the Leadership Decoded podcast. Here, we provide you practical tactics and actionable techniques to lead at your very best at work and in your everyday life. I'm your host, Dr. Will Ramey, a former U.S. Army officer and combat veteran, an Executive Education Adjunct Professor, and Leadership Development Workshop Facilitator. Today's episode is going to resonate deeply with any leader who has ever found themselves at a moral crossroads. We're talking about ethical decision-making. Ethical decision-making isn't just about making a decision. It's about making the right decision. And as leaders, we know sometimes we need to operate in the gray space. Not everything is black and white. You can ask yourself, just because I can doesn't mean I should. Let's dive in. This episode is brought to you by Sweat Tent, the industry leader of the portable at-home wood-burning sauna. Being a leader can be stressful. That's why I've been a sauna user for many years. Did you know that consistent sauna usage 3 to 4 times a week not only relieves stress and improves sleep, but it also enhances your physical well-being and fosters mental resilience and cognitive clarity to be a better leader? And you no longer have to go to a crowded gym or buy one of those expensive and bulky at-home setups to experience the benefits of a sauna. Sweat Tent is the most portable and affordable at-home sauna on the market. The setup takes minutes and can reach 200 degrees in under 30 minutes. Harness the power of the Sweat Tent sauna to lead with clarity and poise. Sweat out stress, ignite creativity, and emerge a more focused leader. All Leadership Decoded listeners will receive $100 off when you use code LEAD100. Visit sweattent.com today to get $100 off your purchase with code LEAD100 at checkout. Again, that's sweattent.com to get $100 off with code LEAD100. Sweat Tent, improving your ability to lead at work and in your everyday life. This episode is brought to you by C&G Tutoring. Founded by Janelle and Chris Seaton, C&G Tutoring is Northeastern Pennsylvania's leading tutoring service. Our experienced, state-certified tutors provide personalized, one-on-one sessions tailored to each student's unique learning style. From math and science to reading, writing, and even Spanish, we cover it all. We also offer top-notch SAT prep designed to help students sharpen the skills they need to achieve their goals on the SAT. Join the countless families who trust C&G Tutoring with award-winning educators and a 5-star parent rating. We offer in-person and virtual tutoring using 21st century learning techniques. Visit cngtutoring.com today and start your child's journey to academic excellence. C&G Tutoring, ignite your mind. This episode is brought to you by Fit AF. As a leadership coach, I understand the importance of fueling both body and the mind. Balancing coaching sessions, workshops, and personal development can be demanding, and that's where Fit AF steps in. Fit AF offers an ever-changing menu crafted by top chefs and nutrition experts to ensure you're getting the best quality meals. Their diverse selection caters to various dietary preferences and needs, including keto, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and more. As a valued listener, enjoy an exclusive offer. Get 20% off your first order of 7 meals or more by using code LEADER at checkout at fitafnutrition.com. Again, that's code LEADER for 20% off your first order of 7 meals or more at fitafnutrition.com. For me, I've led teams in combat. I've led teams in the corporate world. I've led teams where not every decision I've made and not every application of a path forward has been applied to the same situation in the same way at the same time. My team and my team members are different. What I would do in one situation, on the surface, it may look like you could do that or should do that in every situation, but I would shift and change based on what the person needed, based on what the situation called for. Not everything was black and white. For me, this started at a young age, and I can recall the first time I was at an ethical crossroads. And if you're a leader, you will find yourself at an ethical crossroads at some point in time in your career. I was about 16 years old. I was with a friend of mine growing up back in Ohio, and we were actually supposed to be on our way to our high school baseball game. We were both on the varsity baseball team. We had about an hour or so before we had to show up for the game, and he asked me if I would come with him and help him with something. I said, sure, no problem. Absolutely. So I hopped in, shotgun, and away we went. And then we stopped at his house and went down to his basement. And a good friend of mine pulled up a big bag of drugs. And he put those into a smaller Ziploc bags and said, I need your help. I'm making a stop. I just need you to sit in the car. I'll be right back. At that time, I was froze. I didn't know what to do. I knew it was wrong. I knew it was illegal. And this comes in before all the green laws come into play. This is back before all of that even started. But I knew he must be doing this for a reason. So he went in, did his thing, came out, had money. He goes, we got one more stop to make. And my buddy had a baby. He had a baby with another teenage young lady. And what he did was he was going to get money so that he could pay to get diapers and baby formula for his baby. Now, black and white, I was just witness to a crime. I could have easily called the police and turned him in. The shades of gray, what he was doing was so he could support his young baby the best way he knew how. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I know there's better ways of doing it, but he had limited access to resources. The area we grew up in was repressed, and he was trying to do his best with good intentions so that his baby had diapers and formula to eat. When we think about how this transcends into leadership at work, I'm not condoning anything illegal, but we're going to have those moral situations where you're going to have somebody come to you with a problem, and you may have to work in the gray and bend and know right from wrong and good from evil, but it's not as simple, it's not as clear, it's not as plain as it can be. Looking back, that was probably the first situation that I found myself in that just blew my mind about what ethics truly means. Feed your kid, do something illegal to get the money so that you can feed your kid. As leaders, our choices set the tone for our teams. Translating this back into the work environment, ethical decision-making isn't just about avoiding negative consequences or maintaining a positive reputation. Ethical decision-making is about aligning our actions to our values and beliefs. When we align our actions and what we do and how we carry ourselves and the decisions we make, aligning with our values and our principles and our beliefs, this will echo throughout your team. Policy and procedure are in place for a reason, but people are human beings and we make mistakes, and not everything is clear and connected. When we have an environment where our actions and our values and our principles align with putting people first and helping people out and knowing when to support and knowing when to uphold, we start to create an environment where people feel supported, where they feel their needs are being met, where they feel that they know that they can come to you with the hardest complex problems, and it's going to be taken care of, not just based on a regulation, a policy, or procedure. It's going to be taken care of because you put people first. Ethical decision-making, it's not always straightforward. As leaders, we often face complex situations. We're going to have competing interests. We're going to have competing factors that make situations complex, that make them difficult. We're going to have unknowns. It's not straightforward. And this is where specific strategies can help you take a structured approach to take a step back about the decisions you make and making sure that they align ethically, morally, and will help you move forward through difficult situations. The first strategy in ethical decision-making is being able to recognize personal circumstances. This means understanding factors at play that might influence your judgment or bias your decision. Personal relationships, past experiences, or even stress that you're under right now. Recognizing that these factors influence your decisions, first and foremost, will allow you to take a step back and gain a wider perspective of the decision and the situation at hand. For instance, you might be making a decision that affects a close friend, someone that you have history with, or acknowledge how a relationship that you have with somebody might actually sway your judgment. By being aware of these personal circumstances, you're better equipped to separate them and set them aside when you make a decision. The next strategy is about anticipating consequences. When you're at an ethical crossroads, it's crucial to consider both the immediate and the long-term outcomes of the decision being made. Ethical leaders don't think only about the short-term gain. You also think about and assess the potential impact this is going to have with your team over the mid and long term. So take some time to ask yourself a question. What are the possible outcomes of each option? Who will be affected, and how will this choice shape the future of my organization? By focusing on the broader consequences, you're likely to make a decision that won't just have a short-term impact, but will have a lasting impact that still aligns with your values and serves the greater good. Strategy number 3, considering other people's perspectives. Ethical leadership requires empathy. It requires the ability to see situations not for just what they are, but at different points of view, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, understanding why they're asking what they're asking or how they're going to be impacted. Imagine a difficult decision that you're facing. Have you taken the time to see things from your team's perspective, your customer, your partner, your stakeholders' perspective? Putting yourself in others' shoes can reveal ethical implications that you might not be able to see from your perspective. The next strategy, seeking help. Another key strategy when it comes to being at a moral crossroads and being able to cross through that is seeking help. Have a trusted person that you work with. Have a trusted person who might be outside the situation, who will not just be there to verify or vindicate your decisions, but will actually be candid and open and transparent about bringing up other perspectives. Or they might even be comfortable telling you, I think what you're doing is absolutely the wrong decision, and here's why. When you have those dilemmas and you have those opportunities where you just truly don't know what to do, bring somebody else in and ask them for help. Ask them to see the situation for what it is and make sure that person is trusted enough where you can get that feedback that you might not be doing the right thing for the right reasons, and they're there to show it to you. The 5th strategy is questioning your own judgment. Now, this one's tough. Being able to question your own judgment. We all are wired with cognitive biases, and the biases help us take shortcuts to make things easier, quicker, faster, more efficient. But when it comes to decision making, these cognitive biases cover our blind spots. They create blind spots. The strategy involves taking a step back, critically evaluating your own thought process, asking yourself questions about what assumptions you made before you make the decision, rationalizing a choice that might not align with the values that you have or your shared beliefs. This level of self-scrutiny is challenging, but it's essential for ethical leadership. It allows you to take a step back and reflect and look at yourself from the outside. So when you question your own judgment, you're more likely to make decisions that reflect your true values rather than just following your impulses. All of these strategies will come together in a process known as ethical sense-making. Ethical sense-making is about pausing, reflecting, and making sure the ethical challenges in front of you are ones that you are prepared for and ready to face so that you can go through and navigate the decision at hand, the situation as it unfolds, and be prepared for the outcome that you're looking for. Ethical sense-making helps you as a leader to stay grounded and make thoughtful decisions in high-stakes, high-pressure environments. By integrating all these strategies, recognizing personal circumstances, anticipating consequences, considering other perspectives, seeking help, and questioning your judgment, you are actually going through a process of being able to examine your values, and you create a framework that helps you navigate ethical dilemmas with confidence. Ethical dilemmas, they're inevitable in leadership. If you haven't come across one yet, wait and you'll come across one. If you don't think you have, look back, and I bet you've already come across an ethical crossroads at some point in time in your career. You're going to be faced with situations that test your values and challenge your assumptions on how you see the world. But by approaching the crossroads with the structured, thoughtful process and the strategies that I've just shared with you, you can make decisions that honor your principles, that are aligned with your values, and help you move forward through very difficult, complex situations. In the end, ethical leadership isn't about perfection. It's about striving to do what's right, even when it's difficult. So remember, each decision that you make shapes not only your reputation, but it also shapes the culture and values of your team. Thanks for tuning in to Leadership Decoded here in the Loop Internet Studio. If you enjoyed today's episode, give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment. We want to hear from you about what leadership topics will help you lead at your very best each and every day. And if you're an organization looking to develop your leaders, I want to work with you. I offer hands-on, highly engaging leadership development workshops. These workshops are unlike any other. They're more of a learning experience than your traditional learning workshops. Go to drwilliamramey.com and you can find out more. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at Dr. William Ramey, on Instagram at Leadership Decoded Pod, or email me here at will@honestax.com. Thanks for tuning in to Leadership Decoded. I'm your host, Dr. Will Ramey, and I'll see you the next time you press play.